What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with a minor league Monday video. It's been a little while, but today we're talking about who I think might be like comparable to the next Nolan Ryan. I had to let that clip roll twice because that is just an insane change-up fastball sequence from the #1 prospect in the Washington Nationals organization, Cade Cavalli. Cade Cavalli is one of those guys that is going to be special. He'll love his mechanics, and we'll get into that. As you can see in that video, just super easy mechanics, literally 100 miles an hour, and it didn't even look like he was trying. But Cade Cavalli, like many other rookies this year, everyone, and I say that because he should be making his debut this year. There's no reason why he should not be. He's one of those guys that's being overlooked because this year's rookie class is insane. You know, Bobby Witt Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Brennan Davis, Adley Rutschman, like the list goes on and on for the amount of prospects we might see come up this year and have a chance to push at that Rookie of the Year award. Cade Cavalli is one of those guys that, you know, people know is good, but probably overlooking him a little bit. So we're giving him a little bit of love today. All right, let's jump into the breakdown. All right, so he's #1 in the Nationals organization. He's number 39th overall on the MLB Pipeline's new updated 2022 prospect list. 23 years old, 6'4", 230, so giant frame. Love it. Love that frame as a pitcher. And he was drafted 22nd overall in the 2020 MLB draft. So as the scouts grade him, 70 fastball, totally valid. If they want to throw it up to an 80, I don't think anyone would argue. Curveball 60, devastating. Slider 60, devastating. Changeup 55. I think maybe he just has some control issues with it because that could easily be a 60 as well. Based on, you just saw the video I posted. That was like a disturbingly disgusting changeup. And control 45. So overall 55, just really good overall. Scouts like him and there's good reason. All right, so let's jump into Cade Cavalli's stats. And I will point out really quick, he pitched in his first game yesterday in spring training. He pitched 1 game, 3 innings, struck out 6 batters. So that just shows how good he is at striking out people, just shutting them down. And we'll jump into that more here. So his first year in the minor leagues was last year in 2021. He, he's been on the pro scene here for a little while. He's been tracked in summer leagues since he was 18 years old. Went to Oklahoma, so big arm at Oklahoma. He was actually my favorite arm out of the 2020 draft because of those easy mechanics that he does have. So we really want to focus on 2021. So he played at 3 levels, which is cool. They started him off in high A, which I think is valid. You know, first time there. See what he can do. 7 starts, 40 innings, 71 strikeouts in those 40 innings. 1.77 ERA. Whip under 1, which is just insane. Only walked 12 people in 40 innings. So like just pretty much dominated, which, you know, someone who's a top college arm, he should dominate in high A in my opinion. So then he moves up to double A, see how he does there. And, you know, he does very well. 11 starts, 58 innings, 80 strikeouts. So again, just a crazy K rate. 15.7 in high A, 12.4 in double A. It just does really well. 2.79 ERA. You know, 35 walks in 58 innings wasn't the best, so there's room for improvement there, which I actually like to see. You know, you don't want to, like, in my opinion, when I'm looking at prospects, as much as it's weird to say, especially for pitchers, like, I almost don't like pitchers to be perfect in the minor leagues because that kind of shows their ceiling to me. Like, Randy Johnson, for example, could not find the strike zone if his life depended on it until he was, like, 25 years old. And then he became one of the greatest pitchers of all time because he figured that out. So I don't know. I'm weird like that with pitchers. Like, I like to see that there is improvement to be made, even if they're dominating. Like 2.79 ERA is a great ERA, even though he had a higher walk rate. He was averaging 5.4 per 9. Then, you know, there's like, screw it. Let's move him up to AAA. This dude is disgusting. He's striking out everyone. And he struggled a little bit. 6 starts, 7.3 ERA, 24 innings, 13 walks. So his walk rate wasn't as bad at 4.7, but still would like to see it lower. You know, when he was in that 2.7 range, unhittable. But he struggled in AAA, and that's fine. You know, as a 22-year-old in your first year, you're not supposed to dominate AAA. You're just not. Like those guys, a lot of those guys have been playing in AAA for 5-10 years. Some of those guys that you're going to face in AAA, like, you're not supposed to dominate the first time you get there. It's fine. But other than that, was lights out in AA, which, you know, that's where he spent the majority of his time. But overall, combined for 123 innings, 175 strikeouts. He led the minor leagues in strikeouts. He had a whip at 1.265. Strikeout to walk rate just under 3, which I think he can improve on. But overall, a very successful first year. Like, extremely successful first year when you're considering, coming straight out of college, getting thrown for the majority of your season in AA and AAA. So I think he did very well. And before we jump into Cade Cavalli sports cards, I just want to emphasize just how important mechanics are in pitching. It prevents injuries. It improves your control. Cade Cavalli's mechanics are so effortless. It is ridiculous. That's the one thing I noticed during the draft. Cade Cavalli got drafted. I was following the draft. I knew who he was, but I'd never really seen him pitch before he got drafted, to be honest. I think maybe in like a Big 12 conference game once, but it was like, I didn't know much about him. I saw his mechanics and I was just like, wow. Okay, this guy's going to be really good if he has everything else, because he's throwing 100 miles an hour and he's not even trying. Similar to Jack Leiter, and that's why I like Jack Leiter so much, and that's why Jack Leiter got selected #1 overall, is, just easy mechanics. All the pitchers you see in the major leagues with easy mechanics are really freaking good. Jacob deGrom would be a perfect example. Unfortunately, Jacob deGrom gets hurt a little bit, but he is on the older side, which doesn't play to his favor either. But just Cade Cavalli has it. He strikes out people. He makes them miss. And that's the biggest thing for pitchers is, do you have the ability to make a hit or miss and chase out of the strike zone? I think it was like Clayton Kershaw when he was at his absolute peak. The reason he was so good is because I can't remember the percentage. This was like probably 6 years ago. It's just a crazy percentage of the balls he threw ended up outside of the strike zone that hitters were swinging at, because that's just how nasty he was. And I think Cade Cavalli has that same ability. He has a 2-seam that runs. He has a disgusting slider, curveball, and then he has that sinking changeup. It's just ridiculous, And if you're going to chase downstairs, he's going to throw 100 miles an hour at your chin, and you're just going to look like an idiot because you're going to swing at it. So, no, love his repertoire, love his mechanics. It's easy for him. So let's jump into his sports cards now. So I do have one chart for you all. And if you're interested in market movers with Sports Card Investor, it's a great tool. It's amazing. I still don't even know how to use it to its full capacity because it has so many cool features. But if you are interested, code RYDOG for your 30% off your first month. Anyways, this is his Bowman Chrome Draft Sapphire. It actually has a good amount of data on this card, so that's why I picked it. If you look through eBay, and we'll kind of see through the sales history we'll talk about, there's not a lot of Cavalli stuff on the market at all. Before I recorded this video, I was actually looking to buy a card. That's usually what I do when I make these videos. It reminds me how much I like this guy, and I'm like, all right, I don't have enough of this guy. That's like 99% of the time I make these videos. I'm like, all right, I need to buy something here. But there's just not a lot on the market right now for Cavalli. Very strange with how much 2020 Bowman draft there is. But anyways, with this chart, as you can see, this is the last 365 days. And it looks like they started charting him right around June 10th. So just a month after season start. May 4th was the start of the minor league season last year. So you can pick up his card last year for $12, the Bowman Draft Sapphire, which is a really good deal for a top arm. And as you can see, as he dominated in the minor league, it peaked out at about $22.50. So, that's not bad. I think I actually bought one of these off Star Stock. It's getting shipped to my house right now. I've been waiting on that for a while. But I think I paid like either $15 or $25 for it. I cannot remember. So right around this peak price. But it's come down. It's come down as the season's come to an end and we're in off season. Most recent sale at $15. I think that's very fair. And again, it's a pitcher. It's harder to invest in a pitcher 100%, but there is money to be made with pitchers. Like even here, it's a smaller amounts, but over the last year, his card has gone up since that $12 mark to this $14.49. So the oldest, the newest sale, it's up 21%. That's pretty freaking good. Tell anyone that invests in the stock market, hey, I made 21% this year. They can be like, yeah, good for you. That's awesome. So there is money to be made with pitchers, and especially, it doubled during the season. All right, now we're going to go through the eBay sales history on sellthepeak.com. Love this website. It's free to use. I just think it has the best layout of all the websites that display the actual sale price from eBay. So As we go through this, you guys will notice there's not a lot of stuff in PSA slabs, and there's especially not a lot of autographs in these recent sales. And I'll look into the autographs before this video. I'll give you guys an autograph price if we can't find one, but there's just not a lot out there right now. So PSA 9 base $12.50, PSA 9 refractor $11. I like that price a lot more, obviously. His stuff's pretty cheap in PSA 9 and raw. Here comes a purple Bowman Chrome auto at $93. I think that's very affordable for his ceiling. So then for a base refractor, $10. I expect that right now. With the Sapphire selling around $15, then, you know, the refractor at $10 makes sense. I love the refractors. It's still one of my favorite cards. I just think they look pretty. PSA 9 Sparkle for $20. I like that. Refractor PSA 9, $104. And I will say a lot of this stuff is going to be in PSA 9s. That's 2020 draft for you. It's just not great quality. $15 for a refractor there. We're going to try to focus just on Bowman Chrome. So we got the purple and the blue for $12.50 and $17. That's very affordable. That's the one perk with pitchers. Their stuff is affordable. Black auto for $240, $238. Like, that's very, very fair in my opinion. Like, the black is an awesome refractor to have an autograph. So that's a very fair price. $305 for the gold. Like, he's an affordable player, and it's because he's a pitcher, but he is affordable. If Cade Cavalli goes in the MLB this year, you know there's a lot of things that can happen. If he performs, goes up. Doesn't perform, goes down. I just have a tough time saying that Cade Cavalli isn't going to figure it out because he has all the things that work. Like, he has everything he needs to be a successful pitcher. So I think it's a great price. Like, compare him to Jacob deGrom's prices. Like, what was his update selling at the peak during the pandemic? Like, $600 or something in a PSA 10 for his flagship rookie. Like, it was nuts. It might have been higher than that. Refractor auto raw, just under $100. Refractor PSA 9, $60. But just a very affordable player, and especially the PSA 9s. Like, that is one card I can say across the board. A PSA 9 autograph, I just think is very undervalued right now, and I should honestly be buying more of them. I'm obsessed with the 10s, and I think a lot of people are obsessed with the 10s, but the 9s are so undervalued. It's crazy. Like, I could probably go across the board and say they're selling for like 50%, maybe even 75% of what 10s are for like maybe one more flaw on the card. Like, it's kind of nuts. But yeah, just very affordable. And I'll scroll through this really quick. Looks like someone picked up a Sapphire for only $4 there. Crazy good sale there. $20 there for that one. So, you know, there's his prices, everyone. He's pretty affordable. I like him. I definitely am trying to pick up more, but it's hard. It's hard to find good Cade Cavalli stuff right now. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for today's Minor League Monday. Cade Cavalli is just a special arm. He's going to be, like, just look at all the successful pitchers out there in MLB. He has everything it takes. He has pitches to make hitters miss. He has really nice mechanics, easy, like 97 miles an hour. That's like where he sits. Like, it's ridiculous. I absolutely love everything about Cade Cavalli. I think he deserves more hype than he has. And, you know, he led the freaking minor leagues in strikeouts last year. So, in his first professional season. So, Cade Cavalli, special arm, special player. The Washington Nationals are going to suck for a while, most likely. But, hey, a couple years down the road, they might be a pretty good team with Juan Soto, Cade Cavalli, Kyber Ruiz. There's a couple young guys for them to build on. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, as always, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of Cade Cavalli. Is he the real deal? Should you be buying him? Should you be selling him? Let me know. Give me your honest opinion in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.